Hello, hello, hello. Hi, beautiful ladies. I hope you are well on this beautiful Thursday. I am feeling supercharged today. And I wanted to talk to you about something. I know so many of you here are empaths, and this one is for you. Feeling is your superpower. And what do I mean by this? As empaths, so often we are dialed into feeling. It just happens naturally. And unconsciously, we may also be picking up on energies in the room, absorbing other people's energies, and you may have turned the dial down on feeling because it may have been too much. But here's the thing, feeling is actually your superpower. But knowing when to turn the dial up, when to feel, that is the key thing. And also knowing where you start and end energetically, that is also so important. And I just want to share a little story with you. When I was a kid, I think I must have been about 5 or 6, went to so many funerals. But at the time, I didn't actually know why I kept having this experience. And I'm gonna share a little bit more about it with you. I used to go to funerals and I used to find it really traumatic being there. And I couldn't quite understand why. I couldn't explain it or put it into words. And my body used to react really viscerally to the point that I would pass out. If you're joining me live, say hi. I would love to give you a shout out and a personal hello. So I'm sharing the story of how as a little girl, I was really empathic and I used to go to funerals with my family and I would literally pass out at the side of the grave and I would come to and wake up in a totally different location and go, oh my goodness, it happened again. What just happened? And that happened right through school. It happened in the middle of assembly. I'd be standing there and I would pass out in assembly amongst everybody. And I never quite understood what was going on at that time. But unconsciously, I was absorbing and picking up on everybody else's emotion and energy and processing it for them. And it really took growing up, deep discernment, knowing where I started, where I ended, knowing what was for me to process and what wasn't. That changed everything. Because for a long time, I also turned the dial down on feeling because it was too much. And maybe you can relate to this, feeling like when you go into a shopping center or feeling like when you're going to a function, it's just too much. You're feeling everything. But knowing when to turn the dial down so that you can be social, you can enjoy social engagements with others, and then knowing when to turn the dial up. That discernment is so important. And then knowing where you start and end is also so important. And that has been a total game changer for me in all the work that I've done, previously as a physio, now as an embodiment and spiritual mentor, doing all my quantum and energetic healing with my clients. That has been a game changer for me. And also when I am with myself, knowing that it is okay to feel, that emotions come up for a reason, that, tears are a gift. It is emotion leaving the body. Whatever emotion it is, sometimes we want to label it as something, but we don't have to do that. What if a tear or tears is just energy? Stored up, unprocessed energy that is now being alchemized and released through your tear ducts. that your body is now ready to process. Your body is now ready to liberate from the body. And, you know, this has been a really big week for me. Like, seriously, I have processed so much. I've moved through so much this week. And just when that happens, you know, just be kind and gentle with yourself. But I really just wanted to share that piece about feeling is your superpower. And if you've turned the dial down on feeling and being in touch with your emotions and wanting to open up your heart again, if this is something that you have a deep desire to tap into more, then I invite you to come and join us in Align to Lead. This is where we are working with the body multidimensionally, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. This is where you get dialed into your own body, your body wisdom, learning to listen to the wisdom that's already within your body, learning to trust your intuition in spite of fear and doubt that is going to come up at moments, especially when you are living big, especially if you are playing full out. This is going to happen. So, for those of you who, like me in the past, went through moments of feeling like it's not safe to feel, it's not safe to open my heart, I can hand on heart say that it is a beautiful thing to feel. It is a beautiful thing to open your heart again and really experience life multidimensionally, like so much deeper than you've ever been able to do before. And the more and more I am guided to open my heart, I am feeling more and more emotion. You know, I look at this beautiful place that I'm in, and there's just so much beauty that I get to witness in the people around me, in the place, in the animals. There are butterflies, there are dragonflies that have followed me on my journey. Everywhere I go, I see butterflies and dragonflies. And, you know, nature is such a beautiful gift where if we are tuned in, if we are open, aware, and ready to receive multidimensionally from even nature, there is a gift in every moment for each and every one of us. It has been really raining here so much, and the rain I see as a gift too. You know, it gets to all be beautiful, whereas before in the past I would have thought, oh, that is a total inconvenience. But now I just see it as beauty. I see it as abundance. I see it as a total gift. And I'm really, you know, enjoying the journey of witnessing how the layers shift, how we view things shift as we shift, as our frequency elevates, as we say yes to more, yes to living more multidimensionally, yes to stepping into more of our soul truth, more aligning fully with our soul mission and purpose, and just really living authentically and being all of who we can be. I just find I'm blown away with gratitude, blown away by just in reverence for everything that is. And when I said yes to this journey, I didn't quite know. Well, I knew what I was going to be moving through, and also I didn't. And that's the beautiful thing. We have an awareness, but it gets to be so much more than we very often know. And we get to receive in ways that as we open up and as we say yes to life, as we say yes to more abundance, it is incredible what opens up for each and every one of us. And I am blown away each and every day by what is opening up for me in my life. And I invite each of you to feel into your beautiful heart and to feel what feels comfortable to feel, and start there. Because again, it's a journey that unfolds over time. I remember a time when I got divorced, separated and got divorced 20 years ago, where it was such a painful betrayal at the time that I just closed down my heart. I didn't want to feel anything like that again. And what I realized through the journey of healing, of releasing the trauma, of processing the emotions that at the time were too painful to process, I realized how in those moments, I don't have any regrets, I never do, but I realized in those moments how closing my heart off, it meant that there were some emotions or experiences that I may not have allowed myself to experience at the time. And over time, it's been a journey to get here. And my journey continues. It continues until the day I die and I take my final breath. But what I have declared to myself is that I will allow myself to feel with all my heart in every moment, no matter what it looks like to anyone else. And when we can come from that place of true authenticity, I think that is when we really start living. And for me, that's a really big thing, because as someone who, my sun sign is in Scorpio, so I feel so deeply. I always have. And depth is where I live. So now that I am dialed into my emotions, it's like I feel with all of my being. And if people around us or people online aren't used to seeing that, then that's okay. But I've never been more happy than I am now, because I'm all of me and I'm not hiding any aspects of me. Because I think we create incongruence in ourselves when we only allow one aspect to show up. And I did that for many years in my previous business. But it has been a true gift over these past 5-6 years to allow all of me to show up more and more and more and more over time. That has been the greatest gift. So I hope that there are pearls of wisdom that you are able to glean from this conversation. Take what feels aligned and leave the rest. I am sending you all so much love, and I'm wishing you a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world. And I will see you tomorrow for another live. Lots of love. Bye.